What's up, guys? My voice is going out on me. So, this is spontaneous live. I didn't announce it. I didn't tell you guys I was going live. Oops. That's going to be fun. Hold on. Hold on. We're already having issues here. I don't even know if you guys can see me yet. Are you kidding me with this? What just happened? Is this real life? Hold on. Is this real life happening to me? Did we make it harder to plug this back in? Are you serious, bro? I'm gonna lose my mind right now. Well, that's backwards, huh? Are you kidding me, bro? Hi, guys. Hopefully you can hear me. I cannot believe it will not go back in there. Are you serious? No. Guys, give me a second. I'm getting real mad about this. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on here. We're having real issues. Are you kidding me? What is wrong with this? What in the heck happened? We're going to talk. Give me 1 second. Dude. Can you hear me for real? Maybe it's switched over to the camera. My voice is going out. This is not real life. This is not happening. I went live and I just need to be embarrassed live. Are you kidding me with this right now? What's up, guys? We're going to talk about something heavy tonight. I hope you're okay with that. This is craziness. All right, well, I'm getting real angry at this thing. It's like legitimately not going in. You guys can hear me for real? There's no mic. All right. Well, I worked on this. This is not expected, as you can tell. This was not a planned live at all. Yeah, I was doing another video. Now it goes in perfectly. Perfectly. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a mess. All right, so anyway, I'll do another video, right? And it hit me like a brick today, how hard life can be. So I don't know. I thought I'd just hop on with you guys. I don't know if you guys are having a hard time or not too. I did not expect to go live. I just thought I would because, man, life has been freaking rough. Did I do it? Did I make it happen? There you go. Can you hear me better now? Is this finally done? Is it better on the mic now? Let's make sure this works. How's that? Is it better? Let me fix this real quick. Sorry, guys. That was a ton of issues here. Okay. Tell me, my voice is going out, so don't make fun of me. You guys are saying life is heavy. I feel you. I feel you for sure. I was actually making another video for you guys. And I just got hit like a brick, like how hard this stuff really is, how life can be. And I thought I'd just come hang out with you guys. I was getting sad for sure. And this is not going to be depressing, but I thought I would just jump on and be honest with you guys. Like when I want to talk about some of the stuff that's been going on in my life, I know I'm not the only one who's suffering and going through hard stuff. And yeah, I just hope you guys know you're not alone. I know I feel alone sometimes, and it's natural to feel that way. But yeah, I was making it thinking of you guys. Because that's what I always do. So, you know, I was thinking about you guys, and I was like, man, I really hope that when I do check-ins like this or we talk like this, I'm just talking to you. You know, if we were in the same room, I'd be talking to you. So I'm gonna pull you guys up on the chat and put some stuff up. Sorry, I had a ton of issues on there. Um, but yeah, I'm here for you guys too. Um, I was going over different stuff to talk to you about. There's one thing I've been waiting to talk to you guys about for a long time, and so I was basically just going through a bunch of different stuff to get there. And I'm not trying to keep it a secret. I just think I'd rather be 1000% sure that it's gonna be something that is worth talking all the way through. And I have a lot of thoughts, and it's taking a little bit longer than usual for me. Because like I told you guys before, I'm just like, this is all new to me. And today was like one of the times where like I really had a hard time coping today. I don't know if you guys have days like that. And it's not even just like it has to always be about heavy stuff. Sometimes it's just hard to cope in your daily life, when your life changes or you move or you got family stuff going on and just regular stuff hits you. Um, it's just not easy. It's just not easy. I definitely today though was trekking through some really, really hard stuff. Excuse me. Um, and man, just hit me like a brick. And the first thing I thought was, I really hope this is worth sharing because I just want to help you guys. And I made that's like my goal in life at this point. It's just to try to be helpful and spread a good message. But sometimes the stuff you're talking about is so dirty and so nasty and so hard that I don't know, it's hard to see through it. It's not kind of cloudy. So how are you guys doing? Some days are hard and sometimes my body feels anxious for no reason. I feel you on that. I feel you on that. Jen said it's been a tough day for sure. I'm here for you, Jen. We're here for you. I'm glad. I hope you guys are doing good too. Morgan said he's doing good. I'm glad. It doesn't have to be a sad stream. Just being real with you guys. Reese said sometimes you don't even know why you're struggling or what triggered you. That's me today. Yeah. 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 I know. Sometimes it just is a bad day. And we all have them, right? Um, yeah, I was working on something. I'm working on something for you guys. And like I told you, we're just continuing this process. And as you know, we just had the baby, and that takes a lot of your time up. But at the same time, I might still want to keep doing this forward progression that we've got going on and try to make sure that what I'm sharing with you is helping you. I really pray for that. So, uh, but at the same time, I was like, I know people have hard days and bad days, and sometimes it's just one of those things where you feel like you're just overwhelmed. And I know in those times it's easy to feel alone. So I was like, what if I just went live while I'm feeling vulnerable and having a hard time, and other people feel that way? And it's like, maybe you needed this just at this moment. I know there's been hard days for me where I'm like, it'd just be nice to be in an environment where it's okay to just be like, yeah, today freaking sucked. And yeah, that's what it is. So yeah. Liz says difficult when you lost the outlet of the adults in your life to guide you. I get it. Yeah, for sure. For sure. It's hard. It's hard to feel alone. I don't know if you guys ever feel alone. It's easy to feel alone in this world, but it's also, especially if you lost someone you love or multiple people that you love, you do have a hard sense of loneliness that can creep in and hit you. Getting close to Christmas makes it worse when you've lost someone. For sure. For sure, Gail. I know. I know it's hard. So, what has happened? What is this heaviness from? I'm gonna share it with you guys soon. And the reason why, like I said, it's not a secret. It's just something I'm working on to talk more about something that is just a lot heavier than I thought it was gonna be to go back to. Um, Yeah, the holidays are hard for me. I don't know about you guys if you've lost someone before. The holidays are can be really like a trigger as hard as that sounds. Like sometimes it's like this is supposed to be such a fun, good, fun, easy day, right? It's supposed to be chill and everybody's having a good time. And then next thing you know, you're like overwhelmed by emotions. And I've had that happen, you know, in full transparency. Like I've went and just sat by myself on those days sometimes for a couple minutes and you're just like on those days, it's actually harder. It just reminds you that people are gone. So that's freaking tough, you know. But I just hope I can help you guys in any way, shape, or form. And just being raw and honest. I don't know if I'm saying anything helpful to you at all. Just know that you're loved, that you are not alone, that you can make it through these hardships. And they, I think one of the worst feelings is to be feeling like you're isolated and feel like there's nobody there. But I'm here for you, you know. So you can drop it in the chat if you're having a hard day. Um, you know, just sometimes you just gotta take a deep breath. Sometimes all your outlets are gone. That's how I feel right now. I just don't really feel like I have a lot of good outlets to get all the stresses out and then all the worries and all the things and you know, learning how to not be a black and white thinker. If you guys have never heard of that, it's like that worst case scenario or like best case scenario. It's like there's no middle ground. And ever since when tragedy hits you, you tend to just immediately dive to like worst case scenario. And that's how my mind works a lot of times is like the worst case. So like I just have a heavy burden of anxieties and stresses that are just fabricated a lot of times in my own mind of the worst case scenario could happen. And because it has. So for me, when you've seen the worst case, I think a part of your brain never wants to be tricked and never wants to be unprepared. And so you live in fight or flight. And if you live in fight or flight, you're always ready to go and you're always on the edge of your seat expecting something to happen. And it's kind of like that song. It's like hoping for the best, but expecting the worst kind of thing. And it's not something that's really healthy for you, but your mind can drop there. So Jeanette says she's been having a hard week. I hope your week gets better, Jeanette. Amanda said, we're here for you and really care about you. Thank you, Amanda. I'm here for you guys too. We can have a hard day together. I love that. Thank you, Krista. Just lost my nephew to a fentanyl overdose and it's been hard. I'm really sorry, Jeanette. For real, seriously. I'm really sorry. For anybody that has lost somebody, I feel you. Having call-in shows will help you tremendously, Colby. Thousands of people are here to support you and your family, I promise. Thank you, Liz. I'm here to support you guys too. I hope I'm helping you guys. Hey, Colby, Star Wars is spiritual. Look deeper into Joseph Campbell's work. George Lucas based Star Wars on Campbell's ideas of his. Yeah, you know what's crazy? I've actually done a lot of research on where George pulled all this inspiration from, and it's really interesting. You guys can tell I'm a huge nerd. You can see above my head now. Got this little Star Wars shelf up there now. I've always been a nerd when it comes to that stuff. I don't care. This is what it is. So that's what it is. Melly says, hey. What's up, Melly? Karen Lee. Yeah. So just know I'm here for you guys too. I know it's hard. I know it's not always the easiest thing to get through life. Just know you have support. I've wanted this channel to be like this for a long time. I want it to be a good place for you guys, a safe place where you can be vulnerable. And in this world that's very shunned on, it's very hard and it's very taboo to talk about your feelings all the time and to be honest with yourself and say that you have anxiety, depression, you're struggling with stuff. Like we're human beings, bro. Like my number one thing, the reason why I gravitated to Jesus is because he came like a doctor and doctors take care of sick people. And so if you're a hurt person, Jesus is the one for you. That's why I look at it. So that's why I cling to that. That's how I found my faith. So I accept that I immediately go to the worst case scenario. Then I say to myself, yep, that's the worst case scenario. Really goes to worst case. Relax, you got this. And I always pull through. Exactly. But isn't that crazy how isn't it crazy how your mind does that to you and like plays those tricks on you and you play the worst case scenarios in your head? And sometimes there's no threat, there's no actual like problem as bad as you think it is, and you build it up in your head, and then you're alone. You know, you're alone in that headspace, and that's a dangerous place to be. Is when you get into a pit mentally by yourself, and you don't see any light anymore, and then you're struggling, and feels like it's getting worse. It sucks. And yeah, when I was working on the video, which you guys will probably see here soon, um, I was working on it, and I was like just overwhelmed, like a tsunami of reality of how hard it really is. And I was re-triggered, and I hate that feeling. It's like that stuff sits in you. It's like that the way I felt tonight. And I went into detail about it because it happened and I was talking about it, but I was sitting there and it, it's like the trauma that I felt back then when stuff happened was still alive. And when I was seeing it and going through and talking about it, it's like something re-woke up, like it never left. And it felt exactly the same way like it did. And I was like, this is really, really overwhelming. So I just thought I'd jump on here now and just share with you guys. And, you know, in my hardest moments, in my darkest times, um, you know, I craved something like connection on something, right? I would like look up YouTube videos, um, or like different pastors talking about pains and traumas or loss or whatever the case is. You just like want to at least be in a room where you can accept the fact that it sucks and that it's not easy. And you just want to be in an environment where people are being vulnerable enough to share and that you can talk about the fact that life is hard and it's not always rainbows and sunshine, you know? And that's how it is for me sometimes, you know? It's like I have a lot of fun with my family, and I know it's been a lot heavier on the channel, but like I'm usually a very funny, outgoing person that likes to joke around. And I mean, that's 95% of the time that I'm doing stuff is um I try to be funny, optimistic person, glass half full person, and enjoy life and you know, be grateful every single day. And I don't like to hold on to burdens, and I like to uh, you know, try to forgive people and just keep it moving forward. You know what I mean? But sometimes you're hit with a standstill and it just knocks you on your butt, and you're just stuck. And sometimes you feel alone. And so again, like I said, I jumped on tonight just to hang out with you guys. Just no idea where you guys are at, but hoping that, you know, you could be having a good day, a bad day. We're just here hanging out. Totally did not expect to do live tonight, like I said. Um, but yeah, just thought I'd jump on, check on you guys. So how are you guys doing? I'm just gonna read your guys' chats and we'll go from there. Just hang out with you guys. You're still only human. Yeah. It is it's tough. We're human beings, we're emotional creatures. And I guess it's the part of you, I don't know if you guys feel this way. A part of you sometimes just feels like it's hard to accept how many emotions you really have and feel. And you have to accept the fact that, you know, you have feelings. As stupid as that sounds, I feel like I'm someone who struggles with that sometimes. I'm like, you know, try to be a duck with the water off my back kind of thing. But you know, I got feelings too. So it's hard. That's hard, and you gotta accept it. And I think another big thing is, guys, like it's okay to take your time. And I'm someone who has a lot of patience, but when it comes to this stuff, when it comes to healing, I don't have any patience. I just want it to be over. Like rip the band-aid off and be done with it. I'm so sick and tired of feeling this way. I don't want to feel this way anymore. I don't want to deal with this like this anymore. I don't want to be overwhelmed like this. And I'm so done feeling like crap all the time, bro. Like I'm so done being tired from this. I'm so done having dreams about this. I can't even escape it in my sleep. Like it's tough. It's hard. And I'm really it's setting in now. It's 5 years later, basically, that I've had so much time to really think about this and pray through this and walk through this. And you guys have been a part of this, but like, holy crap, like these type of burdens, they don't go away. And that I got reminded of that tonight making the video for you guys. I was And I want you to understand, I'm not blaming you guys. It was the video I'm making for you and making in general. And because of where I went with the video, it re-pulled up that trauma because I relived through some of those things. And oof, it was tough. So it brought me here. It brought me here to you guys doing a live. So appreciate you guys and love you guys. Thank you for speaking out about all this. You never know who might truly need to hear this. I know it's not easy being vulnerable, but you're doing amazing. Thank you, Lisa. Sorry, my voice is going out. This again, why I wasn't gonna go live. My voice is fading away as we speak. It's 9 o'clock. I am usually asleep by now. But drinking me a Welch's grape. Like I said, a little spontaneous life for you guys. But yeah, I'll share this little part with you. This is kind of what led to it. I was doing a little bit of research on just past stuff that happened, like news reports and things of that nature of my family. And it just like hit me like a brick. And I was like, you know what? This channel has like, I have a goal with this channel and it's to be helpful. And I've been thinking about it a lot lately. And I was like, I want to help people with all aspects of life, like fitness. I want to talk about psychology. I want to talk about whatever is applicable to trying to pick yourself up and move on and continue to push forward and live your life. Sometimes you just need somebody there who's just willing to sit there and tell you can do it. Sometimes you just need that person to sit there and even on a screen right now, just be like, you can do this. I got you. I got your back and I'm supporting you. Like sometimes it's all you need at all just to keep going. And I think we all have different pitfalls. We're all struggling. You guys have your own struggles you go through every single day. But at the same time, not every struggle should be dealt with alone. And you shouldn't have to feel alone in the struggles because you're not. Because you're not. Kobe does get easier over time, but it takes a lot of time. And sharing, when you share what's happening, the emotion helps release the power behind within it. You're good, man. Thank you. I hope so. Hope it helps you guys as well. But I wanted to push this out real quick because I know it's late at night for me. My name is Colby, and my brother, who passed, name was Ryan. It's so hard. Glad you're letting yourself feel the feelings. Tomorrow's a new day. Resilient. Well, thank you, Colby. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry about your brother. It's for real. But I've got you guys too. I hope you know that. It matters to me that your life is somehow improved or helped, or I don't know. I hope I provide something to you rather than just my insights. And that's kind of what this was whole next kind of phase of what I want to do is just take this channel and continue to go in that direction of resilience, of support, and continuing to fight. And some days you just don't have it. Sometimes you just don't want to keep going. And it's just not easy, and I don't think it's supposed to be easy, but it's really easy to slip into a negative mindset when you're going through that stuff. It's very easy to slip into a hole and feel alone and go down that rabbit hole like we talked about. So you just gotta hang on. You need anchors. You need anchors. I think anchors are the most important thing in the world. And I think there's been times where it's been so bad, I literally had to sit down and think, what are my anchors? What is keeping me here? Because it's that painful. I hope I'm not getting too much. I hope this isn't overwhelming for you guys, but I've had to have those anchors and in some really low moments and say, I gotta figure out what's keeping me grounded right now because it feels that bad, so that overwhelming. So, but yeah, I appreciate you guys being here and popping on tonight. Every once in a while, we might just go live like this, random. Got a lot on my mind. You know, hope you guys are doing good too. Yeah, I'm definitely a little out of sorts tonight. A little out of sorts, but I love you guys. I appreciate and one thing I struggle with in my life for sure was feeling like I could put my burden on someone else or like talk about hard stuff because I felt like I would overwhelm people if I like was vulnerable, right? Like if you talk about it, excuse me, if you talk about it, that it will make the other person uncomfortable or they will not be able to handle your emotions and they'll have an emotional reaction to your emotions and then you're just like reeling, you know what I mean? So I feel like it's nice to know we've created enough vulnerability on this channel for us to do a spontaneous live like this. But yeah, just for anybody else who's popped on lately, yeah, I'm losing my voice for sure. Trying to scroll up a little bit. I know I miss a lot of your guys' chats. I'm sorry, I've been tangenting a little bit. I want to be able to read what you guys are saying, how you guys are doing, how you guys are feeling. But like I said, working on something hard right now to talk about, but I really hope it helps you guys at the end of the day. So, all right, let me pull some of these up and read it for you guys. Sherry C said it's easy to go down that rabbit hole. My husband passed away 10 years ago and it still hits me hard at times. It helps me when I call my family and tell them I love them. Yeah, and that's another big thing. Like I think um oh that brings up a really good point. I just feel like I am always more grateful after I revisit that trauma when I feel that. I'm like, I really hope I tell everybody around me that I love them because when you lose somebody, it's always sudden. It feels like it's always just instantly. And that's how it was for me. And like, I'm really accepting that, but it's traumatic to accept it. It's not easy. It's not fun and it hurts. And you just kind of, for me, the situation was what could I have done differently and what can I do better going forward and how can I have prevented it and then it's just a rabbit hole sometimes but the reality is like how do I just improve and be better and I think it's the number one answer no matter how hard it's been for your life is to be present in the moment. Excuse me. Be present in the moment and try to soak up the time that you have with people you love and live in the moment. I really struggle with that. I'm a very futuristic person a lot of times because you're like, I have this to do, I have this to do, I have this to do. So you're set yourself up to like kind of live in a place where it's like I have to do this, this, and this today. Like I'm a list person. I make lists. I write everything down on whiteboards or you know, you know, whatever. And I write my list out and I'm like a very futuristic person. So but it's really my best advice would just be live in the moment and always tell people you love them sincerely. And I don't know, just enjoy the people you have in your life and enjoy the moment. That's all I can tell you. Beanie Boomer says, Colby, is there a quote that has helped you that you can share with us? Oh, that's a good question. There's lots of different quotes. There's lots of different people I've pulled inspiration from. Um, I would say more for me, it's scriptures. A lot of psalms. Um, there's lots of things. Um, I pull inspiration from a lot of different places. I'm trying to think of something really good, a really good example for you guys. I'll think of one and I'll get back to you. But I feel like more than anything, it's just been like you just need support. And you know what I had to learn is to support yourself. I've never done that. Um, I had to learn how to do that. I'm still learning how to do that. You just have to be there for yourself. And I'm a person who shoves off myself first to try to get to others. And a really good analogy of that, I don't know, I've probably said this a million times on the channel at this point, but it's like being on an airplane and you always hear that. Like if you're on an airplane for real and you're going down and the mask drops and your loved one's right next to you, it's gonna be really hard to not pop a mask on your loved one first, but you have to put yours on first so you can help them. And that is like a really hard lesson for me. But I point that out because you have to help yourself so you can be there and be present for your children, be present for your spouse, be present for your friends. Because if you're always in that hard time, then your mind is usually occupied with that. You know what I mean? So it's definitely not easy. All right, sorry, let me scroll back up. Jesse says, "Oh my gosh, Colby, bless your heart. Now I'm sitting here crying, thinking about your grief and about my grief, and let me share. It never goes away, but it always is there in the background. But it gets easier. Well, I hope that you're able to process your grief as well, Jesse. I'm here for you as well. I hope you don't feel alone tonight." Tracy sent a super sticker. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you. That was very sweet of you. Beanie says, "I've never read the Bible, but always would love you here. Always love you here something." Um, I'm probably going to share with you guys. Um, I'll share some scriptures with you guys for sure. I pulled a lot from Matthew. I went searching for scriptures for comfort because it's God's word. But I feel like that those are the moments where it's like I've been led to some of the most powerful scriptures and it's applicable to my life. There's no way on the planet Earth that I would have pulled that out of my head, that I would remember that scripture right then and there. So, that's been one gripe I've had with everything, is that people have tried to apply what and I hate to bring her up right now, but my mom, um, and her beliefs and mine, her and I do not believe the same thing. And I just want to make that clear. We do not believe the same thing, and I do not believe in anything she believes in. So it's frustrating, but I mean, I get it. I know it can get very controversial and very upsetting for people to talk about scripture, but I think I would put my life on it and say that it is what saves me. And I do not have enough strength to handle this all on my own. And I had to pray through it. And I would not be here talking to you had God not helped me. So I hope that I hope I just make that clear. I'm not here on my own strength for sure. But yeah, just thought I'd share that with you guys. Excuse me. I'm losing my voice. I sound like an idiot right now. How are you guys doing, by the way? I wish I had something cool for us to like. We could pull up a movie or something. Let's watch Twilight, huh? You guys want to do a Twilight watch party? I'm just being dumb. I love you guys too. I hope your day gets better if you're having a bad day. I'm here with you. We love you, Colby, and the family too. Thank you. Love you guys too. Just know you guys can drop what you're going through in the chat if you want to, if you're feeling like you want to. But yeah. hopefully going forward, and this has kind of been, I mean, like I told you, we're just doing a spontaneous live. I just really want the channel to reflect wellness, and I want it to reflect us being resilient and recognizing our scars, recognizing our pain, recognizing our hardships, and recognizing all of it, and still continuing to take a step forward and get out of bed every day. And even on the days you feel like you can't get out of bed, you find something in you or you have enough support to do it. So I really hope that what I'm going to be doing going into this next year is really hopefully inspirational for you guys. That's all I hope, is that it helps you. You know, I think about you guys a lot when I'm doing anything. I think about how this is important. Or, I mean, sometimes, yeah, sometimes I make a video for myself. Yeah, for sure. Or I want to talk about something more because it's something that's interesting to me. But a lot of times when I'm doing videos like I was doing earlier tonight, I'm really thinking about you guys, you know? So, where's the baby? He is in bed sleeping. Yes, he's here. He came on the 4th, and we are so happy to have him. And he is such an angel baby. Monica says holidays make things harder. Been away. Oh my goodness, guys. Goodness gracious. I pulled the plug out, my bad. Monica, I was telling you that I have a ton of respect for your son and for your family, and I'm sorry for your loss. Sorry, guys. It muted it. My bad. I keep pulling the mic out. You guys already, if you saw the beginning of the stream, I was having a hard time. And it's not like you want to hear my voice right now. It's going out on me. So if the mic doesn't go out and mute it, mute it, then I am my voice is eventually gonna go out on me. So, but I just want you guys to know sincerely, like just us hanging out, genuinely, like I really appreciate you guys and I love you. And our community's gotten a lot bigger lately. But I really hope you guys feel like this is a home for you, that you don't feel like this is just a pass by video thing. Like I really hope you guys feel like this is real. And because it is to me, you guys are real to me. And I really I just have a lot of deep appreciation for you. And I want nothing more than to help people and be helpful in some way with my life and story. As hard as it's been, I feel like the only thing you can do when your life's been hard is try to find a way to help other people with it. So, that's why that bottom of my heart. Appreciate you guys. I do love you. I know it's weird probably to hear, but I mean it. Like this has been an incredible healing journey for me with you guys. You guys have been a part of my healing. Your comments, your prayers, your love for me, for my family, for my children, like it means a lot. And I hope this doesn't get too deep, but ever since I lost my family, I felt very alone a lot of times. You guys have helped me not feel lonely and feel loved and supported when I don't have those people to turn to. And I know other people have lost people and they don't have them to turn to anymore. So really hope we can be a community that supports each other and loves each other. Excuse me, like I said, I'm losing my voice, but just be there for each other, even though maybe we haven't met, but really create something real here for you guys and for us. You are loved and supported. Colby, keep shining your light. Every step forward is a victory. Hugs to you, Kelsey, and your bottom soul joy. Thank you, Jules. Did you go get Vader, by the way? I did not forget about that. How's that going? She said that in the last live. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. It's hard to find people who want to be vulnerable in this time. It's not very popular. It's not very popular to talk about this stuff and talk about hard stuff. But I think it's necessary and I think it's worth it. And I think that, excuse me, um, I think this is just real life. It's a real life. It's really happening to us all. And maybe it's just easier to just accept it together and walk forward. So Amber says you're inspiring, breaking the cycle that we grew up with, being the parents to our kids that we deserve. You got this. Thank you. I really want to be that for sure. Yeah, if you guys want to see little Carter Branson, I posted a little picture of him. He's incredible. I love that little boy. And obviously, I love my other babies. But yeah, we just had him not too long ago. It hasn't even been 2 weeks yet. So we're very, very grateful for our family. You know, that's another part of it too, is like I'm trying to be everything I can be for my family. But to do that, you gotta try to work through this hard stuff. It's not easy. Not easy. Lisa says, you've inspired me to keep going. Well, Lisa, or Linda, I'm so sorry. Linda, I was reading someone else as well. Linda said, you have inspired me to keep going. Well, I'm grateful for that, honestly. I'm really grateful that I can provide anything positive to your life. Pop on anytime someone else could need, come here too, or sitting left to because yeah, that's why I'm here tonight, guys. I'm here. I'm here for you guys for sure. I feel lonely a lot of the time, and I live in a house with two other people. I have a chronic illness and can't live alone. The people I love are basically avoid me. I'm sorry, Rebecca. It's hard. It's hard to feel that way, right? When you even like, that feeling when you're lonely and you're surrounded by people everywhere and you still feel alone. So that's a tough feeling. That's a tough feeling. It's not easy and it doesn't feel good to feel alone when you're surrounded by people. But at the same time, I just hope that you guys know, even when you're feeling that way, I'm going to preach to you just a little bit. I truly believe God is there for you always, and you can turn to him at any point. And he's gotten me through a lot. He's gotten me through a lot. Lulu, when I say I hope you're okay, I know you're not okay, but I hope you don't let sadness overwhelm you, that you see the cracks of light in the dark. You are never alone, even in the moments when you feel like you are. Thank you, Lulu. I hope you guys feel that same way. That's why I wanted to go live tonight. I don't know if you guys missed it. Be careful not to unplug the mic. But I hopped on tonight in a very vulnerable moment, just because I wanted to share some thoughts, share my time with you guys, and spend time with you guys tonight. I don't know, is this Saturday or something? Let's see what it is. It's Saturday night. You guys should be out partying, but we're hanging out in the studio. Yeah, but like I said, sorry, I'm being dumb. Like I said, it's just really important to feel while you're going through the hardships, while I know you feel overwhelmed and you're going through it, that you don't feel like you're absolutely alone in this planet. You're not. And I just wanted to give you that, because I know that's how I feel a lot of times. I know it's not even just all about loneliness. It's about all the hardships and sometimes just feeling you're so overwhelmed, you don't know what to do. And you feel like you don't know how to keep going and keep pushing. And it's like, you're just sometimes you're in such a pit, it's like walking in quicksand, you're not going anywhere, and you don't have the patience anymore or the long suffering anymore. You're just done. You're done with pain, you know. There's another video I was thinking about talking about. It's like there's this new excuse me, there's this new thing in like culture called the villain arc, and people who get hurt create their villain arc, and that meaning that they become the villain, right? If you watch any movie, the villain has a tragic backstory, and the villain becomes that way for a reason. There's a purpose to that, and that's kind of what I'd want to help avoid in culture is becoming a villain and embracing the hard and becoming something you're not because you're in pain. Because pain doesn't really reflect you. Pain is something that is part of your life. But if you want to turn into a vengeful, revengeful person and start to poison yourself, then you start doing this villain arc and you become this person that's not really organically who you are. And I've done it. I've done it to myself, right? Like I've been that person who's tried to numb it all and bury it in the gym, bury it with work, keep myself busy, keep my mind busy. Guys, there's a point where I think I had like The Office or Friends or like a TV show on like before I went to work in the morning, and right as I got off, like I always had something going on my phone. Like I couldn't be alone with my thoughts anymore. I couldn't be like on my own. I had to have something occupying my mind. And I think sometimes you can get stuck there, you know. Sorry, I went on a tangent. I'll read your guys' chats too. Your vulnerability is relatable. I am a 56 mother of 3 sons and yet feel you're sad. You are not alone. Thank you, Beth. I appreciate that. Cat's got to go. Love to you as well. Here we go. This is a good one. Ellie says numbing only adds up and becomes toxic to body and soul. You're 1000% right about that. And that's the point. That's what I mean by the culture becoming this villain arc culture and becoming this numbed version of yourself and becoming this whatever you think is the better version of yourself, the tough version of yourself that doesn't have any feelings and all this stuff. And then, if you really watch the movies, and this isn't, let's go Star Wars nerdy on it. At the end of the day, the whole reason why people love Star Wars is because at the end of the day, I hope I'm not giving a spoiler alert. This came out in like the 80s, I think. I'm not sure what the date was, but in Star Wars Episode 6, Vader ends up caring and ends up dropping the literal villain act and saving his son and redeeming himself. And I think that's why the reason why people love the movies and the reason why it's so important is because that's human beings. And a lot of times people become the villain of their own life or this hardened version of themselves. We're using the word villain, but we're really talking about a numb version of yourself that becomes really, out of characteristic, trying not to feel your feelings anymore. And the reason why the movies are so compelling is because Vader becomes himself again at the very end of all things, because that's who he really was the whole time. And he was suppressing that until finally it came out. So regardless of how long you take to get to that point, you still have that vulnerable person inside of you. You're still that person. And you just have to learn how to cope with the feelings. That way you don't have to go down that wrong arc and become this person you're not just to try to hide your feelings. And I think all of us can do that. I know men really struggle with that as well. It's to numb yourself and shut your emotions off and not talk about it and be a man and man up and blah, blah, blah. But okay, what does that mean? I think manning up means finally admitting that you have feelings and being like, okay, this is what I do with this now, because I am overwhelmed. That's not going to go away. No matter how many weights I lift, no matter how many times I go to the gym, no matter how many miles I run, no matter how many movies I watch or how many Practical Joker clips I'm watching, it's not going to numb the pain for much longer. It's just a put off. And eventually I'm going to be left there with the same problem and the same emotional baggage. So I feel like that's the point. But I think there's a time where you filter, right? You let it in, you talk about it, you deal with it, and then you keep going forward, right? It's not always about just letting it be on you constantly. It's about learning how to turn it on when it needs to, let out a little bit of that steam, and then, keep going. So, well, hello, you guys just jumping in. Good to see you. Reset. Healing is so hard. The only way to heal is to lean into the pain and feel it, acknowledge it. It's brutal. That is 1000% true. Leaning into pain. That is not fun, is it? Oh, it's not fun at all. It is absolutely brutal. That's a great word for it. By the way, not to completely retcon our whole conversation, but I know I posted about the fight and I was so disappointed about the fight. I know everybody's been talking about it today. Anybody who voted on the tab yesterday, please let me know if you watched that fight, because we got kicked out of the Netflix about 1,000 times last night and missed a lot of it, and then finally watched the fight, and it was very underwhelming. So I wanted to bring that up. That was another thing I was thinking. I was going to post that in the community tab, but that fight was horrible. I don't think Mike even tried, and I told you guys I thought Jake would win based off youth. That fight was whack. It only lasted 16 minutes. Elder abuse. Being authentic and genuine. The fight was very lame. I agree with you. Fixed fight. Yeah, guys, I just brought up the fight because I forgot. I was gonna ask you guys about it, what you thought. I know we voted on it yesterday. You guys voted, like, I think almost everybody voted for Tyson to win. If it was prime Tyson, I would never vote against him. I just think because he's so much older that Jake was gonna win. And I just felt like, I don't know if it was rigged, but I'll just tell you I thought Jake was gonna win off of youth alone. You guys thought I was a Jake Paul rider. I'm not. I just thought he'd win the fight up based off of youth. Did you guys get kicked off of Netflix like crazy? Because we did. I'm telling you, we couldn't even watch it all the way through. It kept kicking us out. It kept loading, like showing 25%, then 0, then it kick us out, and then tell us to reload it, and it just broke. And Netflix broke. Did you guys even enjoy it? I did not enjoy it. Did you know the Amanda Serrano fight? That was crazy. If you guys watched the other fight, which was Amanda Serrano and I'm sorry, I forgot her name, but that fight was awesome. They were warriors and they were going at it. And I give so much respect to both of those women. They were warriors, gladiators. They were at it. They were at it. It was crazy. Yeah, the female fight was nuts. Yes, it was crazy. Her eyes scared me for real. Do you guys see her eye? I thought they were gonna call the fight. Her eye was just split open, like from like right here. All of this was just detached. She did not care. That's a different mentality, guys. Oh, should I? I'm not gonna say it. Never mind. I was gonna say something. I'm not gonna say it. It's unrelated to the fight from last night. It was bad, guys. It was bad. It was major. It was horrible. That gash was crazy. Yeah, imagine that. Imagine your eye being split like that and just being like Vaseline. Keep going. Vaseline. Just the dude just like swipes Vaseline and they're just back at it. She did not care at all. Her eyes bleeding. They are absolute. They are absolute warriors. That was crazy. I just wanted to give them props for that. That was the most entertaining fight of the whole night. I once Kelsey and I watched the Paul Tyson fight. I was like, we should have gone to bed. That wasn't worth staying up for. It was like 10:30. We were both mad. It was like that was a waste of our time. I'm sure you guys felt the same way. It was very underwhelming to wait that whole night for that and have them because you watch the fight before and then you get to that fight and like you watch the girls literally give everything they had and like put their whole entire heart and soul into it and battle. And then you go to the Tyson fight and there's just nothing going on. And I get that they're both being smart in certain ways, but it just got worse. Lonnie said it. It just got worse. And now Netflix wants to go live again. I don't know what they're going to do with that. I'm sorry. That was the worst. That was the worst fight I've seen in a long time. I mean, that was the worst live thing I've ever seen. They're just kicked out of it. Chrissy said, my boyfriend's been making fun of me since last night because I didn't know what cracked chicken was. Oh, I forgot. You guys were asking me that. I don't even know how to explain what cracked chicken is. I made it yesterday. It's a recipe. My friend, and he's my coworker as well. He gave me the recipe. He's like, yeah, me and my girlfriend had cracked chicken. I was like, what are you talking about? Cracked chicken? What is that? And he sent me the recipe. That's a crock pot chicken. It's got 16 ounces of cream cheese. It's got bacon bits and green onions and I forgot what the other thing is, but it's called a bunch of different things. He called it cracked chicken, so I called it cracked chicken. And I was like, you know what, this is culinary Colby over here. He's doing his thing. I'm not really that good at cooking, but last night I threw down and I made jalapeno poppers, like from real jalapenos. We didn't have any gloves, so I put on Ziploc bags and I slit them open and I gutted them and I put the cream cheese stuff in them and I put bacon around them and I threw them. Oh man, that was filthy work last night. I did good on that. That was the best part of it. Stacy said I just bought my boyfriend lightsaber chopsticks. Thought of you. Yes, hint, hint, Kelsey, except for I can't use chopsticks. Don't make fun of me. Don't make fun of me. We've got, oh, you guys are going to drop in here again with the food? Beer chicken? I'm going to have to try it now. Yeah, guys, I can't use chopsticks and I love sushi. But I just use my fingers and I eat raw salmon and everybody thinks that's gross. Last time I got roasted by you guys for being a salmon guy. Guys, it's cured salmon. It's not like it's just like cut the fish and put it on some rice. They have to cure it so there's no worms or anything like that. Just letting you know. Okay. It's not like I'm a bear. I'm not just pulling salmon out the thing and eating, raw fish. It's cured and they put it on the rice and I dip it in the soy sauce and it is what it is. Melly is a new member. Welcome to the Warriors. Oh gosh, guys, last time we did this, we got into the food topic. I really ruined your guys' day. I'm sorry. I won't do it tonight. Lulu says I haven't had Dutch Bros in a week. Did I ruin Dutch Bros for you? I'm sorry. I told you I wasn't going for it. You guys pull it out of me. I was not planning on telling you my Dutch Bros story. And again, I don't even hold it against them. Just it can happen to anybody. But yeah. Same here. Even when I could watch a few minutes, the video quality was horrendous. Elder reviews. Colby, there would be more laughs. I promise hugs. Thank you, Jesse. That's why I just wanted to switch over to the fight real quick so we had something lighthearted to talk about as well, because I know I've been hitting you guys with the heaviness over here. I appreciate you guys walking this in, but this is how it is, right? There's hard stuff and then there's there's other fun things we can talk about and hang out. So I think this just shows you how it really can be, is that we just talk about what we talk about. You guys listen to me with my voice going out, sounding like an idiot. Oh man. Yeah, I'm not even sick or I don't know what happened. My voice is just going out on me. I was talking fine yesterday. Monica says, Christmas shopping done, Colby? Question marks. I got to get it done. We're doing it probably, what day is it? It's the 16th. Yeah, it's coming up. Probably next week, to be honest with you. Do you guys get your Christmas shopping done? Because if you did, you guys are OGs. Gosh dang, you guys got if you guys got your shopping done, you're on your stuff. Okay, hold on, I saw it. Did I lose it? I might have lost it. I'm sorry. Lindsay says, "What's your favorite energy drink?" Guys, I can't lie to you. I love grape stuff. This is Welch's Grape Ghost. So good. So good. Tastes just like the juice. I love Ghost. I don't like Red Bull for how it makes me feel, like how it tastes, but Red Bull makes me really jittery. So I go for Ghost. And I don't the same thing for Monster. I don't really go for Monsters because it makes me feel super jittery. I love Bangs, but they just don't really make them as much. And I think they're like really stuck in like they got bought out, so they don't have as many flavors available, and they're not really available all the time. Melly says, I've been covering really dark cases. I love other channels that are good vibes. Oh, good. I'm glad. We like to have fun over here. It's not always gonna be sad. Oh, Jules gave us the update. Vader came here this morning. First thing he did was steal a loaf of bread off the counter and burrowed under the bed with it. Vader's an OG. I love it. What are your guys' favorite drinks? Oh yeah. I love the cotton candy banks. I don't care what anybody says. They're so good. They just don't have them as often. I can't find them in stores. So I really like ghosts. But bangs are my favorite because they have a little bit of bangs have a Colby, come on. Come on now. I don't remember. I don't know how I can't remember what it's called. Uh creatine. They have a little bit of creatine in them. I like that. But yeah, you guys want to try something new? There's a ton of different flavors. Ghost has like Swedish fish. They have guys, I'm losing my mind right now. They got Swedish fish. They got what are those little sour patch kids? They've got those. They've got a bunch of actual things that you get, like different flavors of different things, and they hit it spot on. So I love them. Yeah, guys, try Ghosts. I'm telling you, they're really, really good. And they have a ton of stuff. I'm gonna do a whole plug for Ghosts right now. Look at this. Zero sugars. I'm gonna just show you the can. Look at me. You're welcome, Ghost. Just do me right here. Come on, come on. Let me put it right in front of my face. Hold on. There you go. Zero sugar. There you go. They're really good. I'm just showing them to you because I like them a lot. They're really, really good. And that's the logo. And I got me a Welch's Grape. Come on, camera, figure it out. Yeah, try them out, guys. They're really, really good. I promise. And they've got like so many different flavors. So I loved Bangs, and then they stopped making them for a little bit, and then they brought them back. But while they were gone, I started drinking the Ghosts, and I started trying all the different flavors. And now I'm like, I love them because there's so many different flavors and there's so much variety. And they're usually available. So like if you go to any gas station, you can find them. They're good. I promise. Anyway, that's my tangent. That is my tangent of energy drinks. And it's 9:48, which is the latest I stay up almost ever now because I'm old, man. 28. You get 3 kids, you got to retire. You got to retire. You should be sponsored by Ghost. You're right. At this point, I'm one of their best customers. I drink a lot of Ghosts almost every day. Oh, you guys are just popping off, huh? Susan asks, "Are you going to watch the Scorsese series, The Saints?" No, but I gotta look into it now. You got me excited about that. Connective segment. You do not have 3 kids. You look like a baby yourself. No, I do. I got 3 of them. I'm 28 and I got 3 of them. And I love them all. Melly says it's 8:49 here. Already have my blanket out. LOL. Yeah. Yeah, I usually am in bed. Boys, girls, how old? So I have 2 girls. My oldest daughter, she's almost 6, so she's 5. 2, and newborn. We just had our son, so he is brand new to the world. He's not even 2 weeks old. So we got 3 babies. So 2 girls and a boy. Got to get one more boy. Make it even. PKC says it's a form of PTSD. It just takes time, but there will still be bad days. Hopefully, the bad days start becoming less over long periods of time. Exactly. Exactly. I agree with that. Yeah, it does take some time. Time does heal. But you also gotta sometimes you gotta do some extra work. I think I'm a big believer in therapy and believe that talking out your stuff helps you, excuse me, um, unpack your problems and unpack your traumas that you need to deal with so you can actually live a good healthy life going forward. And I think you have to couple that with actual physical health, getting enough sleep, having an exercise routine. It also matters what kind of content you consume. I think there's a lot of factors in your health, and especially with your mental health. So that's that's how I think. And that's what I want this channel to kind of represent. Colby, have you watched the new Twister movie? No, I need to. I actually am a really big fan of the original Twister, but I saw they remade it. I've been seeing that they made Gladiator 2. They're just remaking everything, guys. They're not coming up with new ideas. Can we just go ahead and start a revolution of new ideas coming out in movies? Can we stop doing sequels and remakes? Come on. Come on. I'm not mad about it. I'm just saying. Can we please make some new stuff? Why are we doing, Toy Story 17? I don't want like let's just we got to have some new characters. Take the universe, put some new characters in there. Let's do some new stuff. You guys just hear, I don't know if this is accurate. Okay, you guys know I'm a Star Wars guy. I just heard that they're redoing more Star Wars. There's a rumor that there's going to be a 10, 11, 12. I kid you not. Or it's going to be new movies based off of new characters with Rey, the main character of 789, coming back to be an Obi-Wan figure. So we're at a point in life where movies are just repeating themselves and we're just going on and on. Susan, you did not say Sharknado. I remember when we first had Riley, yeah, we were up like 4 in the morning a lot, 3 a.m. Right when you have a baby. She had an extra hard time. It's really hard. We were up at all hours of the night. I remember we turned on a movie and it was a movie called Sharktopus versus some other wild thing. And it was a shark, half a shark, like a shark's head and mouth, and then octopus tentacles. And I was like, this is the worst movie I think that could ever have been created. This I don't think anything could be worse than this, than Sharktopus. And yes, you can Google it. You can fact check me right here, right now. Sharktopus is real. And my gosh, I'm telling you right now, it is the most ridiculous thing ever. And it's actually versus something else that's a mythical creature. And I hope I'm not hurting the creators' feelings, but come on, bro. Sharktopus. Aurora says, what is on your and Kelsey's Christmas list? That's a good question. I don't really have a Christmas list, to be 100% honest with you. I was we're trying to figure out what to do for the girls. And this is Carter's first Christmas. And we've never had our babies have been born in January or February. So he's our first baby that we're going to have Thanksgiving with and Christmas before he's 1, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm out of my mind, but yeah, we just had him. And so now he gets to have his first Thanksgiving and Christmas right off the bat. So he's a lucky guy. Linda says, I will keep you and your family in my prayers. Having a baby is a huge accomplishment and exhausting. Please take the time to relax and rest. You don't always have to be busy. Thank you, Linda. I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, I'm not trying to overwhelm myself. I think we've done a pretty good job of pacing ourselves more and trying to take all the time we need to, I don't know, keep working at stuff. Can't Gladiator 2 compare to Gladiator. I love Star Wars. They repeat all the classics for the younger generation without realizing that they all love all the originals. Yeah, exactly. I didn't see Gladiator 2, so I'm not going to speak on it, but I'm really sad because Gladiator 1 was one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life. One of my top, I think, 5 movies all time. And then, yeah, of course, I love Star Wars. You guys can see behind me. I'm a huge nerd. Colby J. Drink flavors. OG sour green apple, Swedish fish. Yes. She just pulled them all out. Absolutely. If you guys are looking to go get you a good drink, get you a Ghost. You cannot go wrong. They got a little bit of everything, so you can't really go wrong there. I'm just giving Ghost all the love in the world, but it's true. I drink them every day. They're so good. Melly says, gifts are just that, gifts. The real gift is enjoying our loved ones and making the most of it. Exactly. No. She found it. Sharktopus versus werewolf. What? Guys, this is a real movie. If you ever want to spend any part of your time watching something like that, you are welcome to it. Tell me how it goes. Because I did not watch that whole movie. I watched about 10 minutes. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it myself. Jules says Vader's hallway scene in Rogue One was an amazing scene. I agree with you. Here's my problem, guys, with movies now. We're at a point where like you have the potential in the characters to do something great and they're fumbling it. I don't know why. I don't know how we're missing this hard, but we're fumbling these movies because we're overdoing it, right? Like we're overdoing it. Like it's just too much and we're missing the opportunities to make great movies. It sucks. It really sucks. Susan says, can't just wait till Carter is running with the pack 3 or more total chaos. I raise 5. Susan, you're a saint, raising 5. Send this video to Ghost. Maybe I should. I really like their products. Here's my thing, guys, and I was gonna talk to you about this another time too, but when it comes to stuff like I'm not someone who would just like do sponsors or random stuff like that. Like I have to genuinely be behind something to suggest it. Like if you don't like it, that's fine. But even movies, things like that, I love certain things, and when I love something, I really stand behind it. So like when it comes to Ghost, I'm telling you because I personally drink it, and so whether people like it or not, I'm just endorse it because it's that good. I've literally talked to my friends about this and they started drinking Ghost because they found flavors they like and it's their favorite energy drink now. So just one of those things, you know. Hold on, I almost lost it. Okay. 300 had a continuation that came off that picked up where the first one left off. Totally good movies. Are you talking about 300, the one with the Spartans? Is that what you're talking about? You should make an Amazon list for you and the fam. Just put it out for those who would love, who would to have it. Sorry, I probably messed that up. I butchered that. OMG, there's a movie called Piranha. No, Piranha. Are you kidding me? Guys, are we gonna have to turn on one of these movies sometime and just talk about media as it is? This is what bothers me, right? Like when it comes to narratives, there's so much you can do if you write narratives based off reality, right? That's what the best movies and the best things in the world are based off of is real life stuff. We are attracted to that. And because it's understandable, it's relatable, you watch a character going through stuff. That's why people really love like Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire because he was having an existential crisis and people identified with him. And like there's just things that you love a movie, sometimes you don't know why, and then you realize because it's understandable and relatable and realistic. We just need more character driven movies and more realistic stuff made, right, in media. But right now, we're just getting, tell me if I'm wrong when I say this. Every movie has end of the world stakes and a good guy and a bad guy. And every time they have to go and stop the worst version of something happening. I feel like that is always what we get. I don't know. That's just my own opinion. It feels like everything is like the highest stakes, and then the person has to come in and save the whole thing, and they always end up doing it. And then even in Infinity War, they come in there and it all goes to heck, and then by the next movie, they retcon it all. It's just like, come on, come on. Sorry, I'm hating on the movies right now. It just frustrates me. I don't like to watch any of the new stuff coming out because I'm like, man, this is just ridiculous. Like it's the same thing every single time. We just cannot. This formula is being copy and pasted across everything, and I'm just getting bored. I'm bored of that stuff. I've been watching old movies. Like I watch movies with the girls. We watch all the old Disney movies, like the Pixar movies. Um, we watch like I've been really getting into movies like pop culture movies I've never watched. Um, Kelsey's not a big fan of that, but like I've been interested. I want to watch the original Alien. I want to watch some of the formative movies that came out that made pop culture progress and like jump where it is. So I've been like really interested in like all of those movies I've never seen before. Hollywood isn't what it used to be, or maybe it never was what we thought it was. That's a good point. That's a really good point. Oh, you guys want to hear this story? Kelsey and I have this tradition now where we watch horrible. What was the best word to use for this? We watch the most low grade, low budget movies, Christmas movies you've ever seen. I have seen everything. I've watched Christmas with the Prince. Um, I don't think there's even a scale on a 10 scale I would give some of these movies. Some of these movies are negatives. We watched a bunch of those where it's like the girl is in a strange town and finds out its history, and her job's to get the star at the top of the Christmas tree by the parade, and her heart goes from Grinch to full. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point, but I'm just saying we've been watching some really, really corny movies, and it's like our tradition. I think we watched a lot of them, to be honest with you. And there's a lot of other movies that come out like that every year. And your girl Lindsay Lohan, she's got her movie coming up. I saw it yesterday, waiting for the Tyson fight because I got booted so many times. I saw that Lindsay Lohan's doing her little Christmas movie, so they're there. And I'm not hating on her. I'm just saying. Sorry, but yeah. So we've been watching Christmas movies. I don't know about you guys. I think Christmas for us started, I don't know, like 5 days, 6 days ago. He put up the Christmas tree. I had to listen to Mariah because the girls love Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas Is You," and they hit the high note every time. So I've heard that song about 1,000 times. Um, we have made the sugar cookies already. We've done a lot of our Christmas tradition stuff, and then one of the main things I do with the girls is I take them to go drive around the neighborhoods and look at Christmas lights on other houses. But this year we're gonna do Christmas lights, so that's gonna be really fun. But we go do that. It's called night drives, and we just go and we look at all the Christmas lights people have done. Some people go all out. So if you go all out, I love you because your house is dope. Kitty said, I named my son after Gladiator, but it's a little different. Maximilian. I love it. Maximus is a dope name, huh? I love the emo kids under the bridge dancing to that Mariah song. LOL. Yeah, guys, it's going down. Christmas already started for us. Sorry, I tried to I accidentally clicked off of your chat. Good morning from South Africa. Good morning. It's actually 10 o'clock over here, but good morning to you. I feel like it's morning for me because I'm drinking my ghost. Good to see you guys. It's crazy to me you guys are from all over the world. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing. Man, I love you guys. This has been nice talking with you guys about random stuff. I love it. I could do this we could do this all the time. No lie. All right, drop your favorite Christmas movie. I need it. Go. How many elves are we about to get? I feel like I've watched Elf every year for as long as I can remember. And then we used to watch what's the one where the dude shoots his eye out? What's that one with the lamp with the leg? Christmas Story. Come on, Colby. Christmas Story. And then what's the other one we watch? We have to watch Grinch. And then I think outside of that, it's cheesy movies. Hold on. Rebecca, where are you at? I gotta put you up on the screen. Hold on. I love all of you, but I gotta show Rebecca. Die Hard. You're an OG. We've got A Christmas Story. The Grinch cartoon, Home Alone, that's a good one. Christmas Story. Hi from Texas. Hi from Arizona. Where are you at in Texas? Scrooge, Frosty. Yes, it absolutely counts. It's whatever you watch. I don't care if you watch Star Wars every year. It's your Christmas movie. What do you guys watch on Christmas? It's dope to me to know. Love Actually. Yeah. Have a good night, everyone. Good night, Lorraine. Amarillo, Texas. And I miss Texas. I say it every time I see one of you guys from Texas. It makes me want to go home. Love from New York, from Dawn. Love to you out in New York. That's dope. Hot as heck in Houston. Really? It's still hot out there? It's finally cold over here. Polar Express. I love it. Old school. Jim Carrey Grinch. Let me tell you something. I feel like Jim Carrey Grinch is peak psychotic. That dude is so funny, but man, he must have been on crack chicken when he was doing that movie. Riding around looking at lights is one of my favorite Christmas activities. Me too. Guys, I gotta tell you something. If you're in Arizona, um, I don't know. I think they spread out a little bit, but there's this thing called Illuminations. And I'm sure there's other versions of this, but we've been doing that since 2017. It's like a drive-through light show that you like tune in on your radio and like drive through, and it's like a huge synchronized light show with music. It's super dope. So if you're in Arizona, you should check it out. It's super, super fun. I love when people drop like tips or like things that they do, because we're always looking for fun things to do, especially during the holidays. And that is like one of the funnest things ever. It's super, it, the one we went to was really cool in 2017. The one they do now is a little bit different, a little bit less, as because you drive through it, and I feel like the first time we went it was a lot longer, and then now it's a little bit shorter, but it's still really, really fun. And then one thing I'll say too, I'm glad we don't have any snow out here. I'll just put it out there. I'm not a fan of the snow. It's too much. It's fun for like a day, and then you're like, man, this is not as fun as I thought it was gonna be. Once you throw a snowball, you're kind of done. A real man is honest, vulnerable man that can grieve. That's you, Colby. Thank you, Linda. That's very sweet of you to say that. I appreciate that. You guys got me going. Lulu says we are taking our girls to ride the Polar Express train next month. Should be fun for them. That sounds so much fun. We looked into doing that too. We were gonna go out there and ride the Polar Express. That should be so much fun. Just Melissa said there's a bison farm here and they decorate the whole farm. They have a petting zoo, give out hot chocolate cookies, hot dogs, hamburgers for everyone. That's dope. That sounds fun. I want to do that. I want to go to the bison farm. That'd be fun. When we drove out to Rexburg. It was in the summer, but we went to the something. I forgot what it was called, but there was like, because it's like snowy downtown and there's like lights, it felt like the most Christmas. It looks like a Christmas town, like a little Christmas movie town. It's funny. We went out there. I just fangirl when Call Me read my comment. You're funny. I'm glad I read your comment. I try to read all your guys' comments. Never want to live where the snow is ever again. I agree with you. I'm cool out here in Arizona or Texas. I don't want to be in the actual snow. That does not feel fun, and I've been there, and I'm not doing that ever again. I mean, like, you have to do a whole preparation to leave, and then you're sliding around, you're doing the Tokyo drift on the roads. It's scary, bro. I don't like it. Christmas tree farm. I wish we had a Christmas tree farm out here. That'd be fun. Maybe we do out in Flagstaff or something like that. Oh, she's in Minnesota. I was reading your thing. Minnesota. That's funny. I bet it's freezing out there and not fun. I'm not with that. I don't want to do it. You guys are troopers out here. Hello from Michigan. Rhonda says, I have family in Scottsdale. I love AZ. No humidity. Yeah, it is really nice. It's really, really nice. We have a place out here when it gets cold that makes an ice palace. We have taken to our kids to a couple of times. They have loved it and they do Slayer. That's all out. You got to go all out. You got to do it. You got to do it. You got to do it sometimes for Christmas. You got to do everything. You got to do the cookies. You got to do the traditions. That's one thing I told Kelsey a long time ago. It's like, it'd be really nice to have a tradition with our family, like only our family does. And I really believe that that is something for just structure that our kids always remember, is to give them traditions. I didn't really have traditions like that. So I want them to have that as kids and grow up with like traditions and fun things to do that they like to do. I lost my dad 1 year ago, and my mom did something awful afterwards. They've been divorced for 30 years. She couldn't stand that I loved him. She's out of my life, and I lost them both. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry that you lost your dad, and I'm sorry what happened with your mom. I feel for you. And it's really hard to lose people. I know it is. She lived in Grand Forks for a few years, but she's back in Indiana. I think it's Indiana, correct? But guys, I've had a blast talking to you guys. Thank you guys for spending your night here on the channel with me. Like I said at the beginning of the live, if you guys weren't here, I'm working on something. I think I talked to the members about it a little bit. I'm working on something for you guys right now, and it's just a process. It's taking more time than I thought it would, just because it's really emotional and heavy, and there's just some topics for me that I want to get to kind of, I don't want to say the word close the chapter, because I think the whole entire point of our channel is to continue to work through the hardships, but also, again, we're normal people having our lives, having fun. But I just want you guys to know that I'm working on something for you guys, and I want it to be done correctly for a lot of different reasons. So I'm working on that, and that's what sparked this whole live tonight. But I'm going to continue to work on it and let you guys know the updates on that. So just wanted you to know that real quick. Probably going to pop off here in a second. Colby, do you play VR? I want to. The one time I played VR, I got really nauseous. I'm very motion sick when it comes to that stuff. But I appreciate you guys. I love you. Thank you for spending your night here. Thank you guys for coming to hang out. Yeah, this was our spontaneous live that we did not expect to have at all, but I'm very, very grateful, and I'm very grateful for all you guys popping in. Thank you guys for just chatting with me about anything and everything. That was really fun. I appreciate that. And we will, yeah, we're gonna do more lives for sure. Let me know if you guys want to do like a watch party of any movies or something like that at some point. Like I said, the channel, I think, is going to make a little bit of a pivot as well into certain other areas that I'm interested in, like psychology, and how pop culture and stuff plays into our daily roles in our lives and things like that. So, but we'll get into that. We'll talk more about health, wellness, fitness, and mental health and all that stuff. But I love you guys. Get a good night's sleep. I will let you know what's going on the community tab. Love you guys. Blessings to you and your family. And, we'll be on live soon again. So we'll talk. But good night. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. And seriously, thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. I really, really appreciate it. And I really needed it. I really need to hang out with you guys. So love you guys. Have a good night.